After setting up the conveyor, we will create a sequence to check if the gripper is open. Add a new operation and name it gripper open. For the gripper open action, choose the gripper object. The runtime parameters of the gripper include grip and release. We need to set the release to true. The condition for release being true is when the material arrival sensor signal is true, triggering the gripper to open. Click OK to complete the gripper open sequence. Next, we set the robotic arms material pickup action. Once the material is in place, the robotic arm's telescopic rod will extend. Click Add Operation. Name it Extend Rod for Pickup. And choose the telescopic rod as the physics object. Set its position to 130 mm. Click OK to complete the creation of the extend rod sequence. After the rod extends, the robotic arm will move down to pick up the material. Add a new operation and name it slider down for pickup. Choose slider as the physics object and set its position to -35 mm. Click OK to complete the slider down sequence. Once the slider reaches the position, the gripper will close. Right-click to add an operation and name it gripper close. Select gripper as the physics object and check both gripper and release options. Currently, we set the gripper to true, so the gripper will close. Click Confirm to complete the gripper close setup. After the gripper grits the material, the slider will rise to lift the material. Copy the slider down for pickup sequence and paste it into the simulation sequence. Then double-click to edit the operation for quick creation. Name it Slide Block Pickup Reset. Set the slider's position to 0 mm. Click OK to complete the slider reset sequence. After the slider rises, the telescopic rod will retract. Copy the extend rod for pickup sequence, paste it into the operation, then double-click to edit it. Set the position of the rod retract sequence to 0 mm. Click OK to complete its creation. After the telescopic rod retracts, the rotating rod will rotate 90 degrees toward the turntable. Create a new operation and name it Rotating Rod 90 degrees. Select the rotating rod as the physics object. Set the position to 90 degrees, and click OK to complete the rotation setup. Once the rotating rod is facing the turntable, select Extend, select and copy it, and paste it at the end of the operation for re-editing. Set the position to 70 mm for material placement, and click OK to complete the extend rod for material placement setup. When the telescopic rod reaches the designated position, select slider down for pickup, paste it into the operation. Double-click to edit it for material placement. Set the slider's value to -45 mm and click OK to complete the slider down for material placement setup. Once the slider reaches its position, the gripper will open. At this point, we can copy the gripper close, paste it at the end, and edit it to gripper open. Change the gripper state to false and set release to true. After completing this step, the material will be placed in the material slot. After placing the material, the slider will return to its original position. Copy the slider reset sequence. Rename it slider reset for material placement. Set the position to 0 mm and click OK to complete this part. Once the slider lifts, the rotating rod will reset. Copy the rotating rod 90 degrees, paste it, and modify it to rotating rod reset, setting the position to 0 degrees to complete the resetting process. With the rotating rod reset, the first operation is completed. Next, we notice that 5 material slots on the turntable are still empty, so we need to repeat the previous steps. First, we restart the conveyor belt. Select the conveyor surface and setting the speed to 100 mm per second. Click OK. After restarting the conveyor, we will need to continuously generate material using the object source method. Create a new operation named material source. Select the object source as the physics object and select active. Set the condition for generating the object to when the last turntable sensor, CS6, detects no material, trigger the continuous production of material. Click OK to complete the object source setup. At this point, we have completed the process of material pickup.